Hello, and welcome, my Aquarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Welcome to your What Do I Need read for this new moon in Virgo to full moon in Aries, the blood moon on October 1st. I am your reader, Angelo, Lyons. Mal for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of DrawingTheCircle Productions, the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons, but you can call me Mal. And very much dear friends of mine are Aquarians. So on a little personal note, let me first say thank you, my subscribers, for helping me in this this initial stage of my YouTube career at just 52 years old. Your love and your support, your friendship, your likes, your subscribes, your comments, all the shares, everything. So helpful. And my next goal, really, if I'm going to set one, is to hit 30,000 so that I can do the membership thing, right? So that I don't have to put the extended reads on Vimeo. I could have it all in one place, but we'll get there. So if you're new, please do consider liking, subscribing, hitting the notification bell, and commenting, because apparently that helps people see the work. But on a more personal note, a dear Aquarian sun sign friend of mine over the weekend, actually beginning of last week, was exposed to that thing that's going around on planet Earth that I'm not going to talk about because it's YouTube. You're with me. This person, cancer survivor, known for 30 years, dear friend, and it was my birthday weekend. And I practically cried through the whole day because every time I would think of, just got his results back negative. So this is for him and for the healing and for all of my Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign friends out there, known and unknown. I always thought I would marry an Aquarian. Well, I'm Leo rising. Your 7th house is usually your partnerships, your marriages, your stuff like that. So that would be the opposite sign of Leo is Aquarius. But they're the freaks of the zodiac, and I'm not exactly garden variety fucking anything. So there you have it. All right, let's get down to the reading there. I just wanted to have that moment. I know I might have made an Aquarian feel something. I'm so sorry. I apologize. So let's just get down to work, shall we? We are looking at a What Do I Need read, asking my pantheons through, let's see, 4 oracles, 2 tarot decks, and 1 healing tool, and you'll see the 4 oracles as they come out. The 2 tarot decks is Daughters of the Moon and the Mythic Tarot. We'll do a past, present, future, where you are, not necessarily from this new moon to full moon next, because the past could be something further back than that, the future something further than that, but we'll see how that hits the table. And then a healing mantra card. It's really more of a healing system than a divination system, and I think it'll get you the clues, tips, hints of what you need for a very interesting astrological alignment. Well, here, I kind of mentioned a bit of it before. We're looking at the new moon in Virgo, right? On a Thursday, which is lovely for, you know, mutable earth and wealth and expansion and healing and stuff like that. But it goes new at 7 a.m. Eastern. I'm in New York, right? And it goes void, of course, at 7:42. So you have 42 minutes to squeeze in that magic. That's getting up awfully early. Oh, I don't know if I'll be doing that. Sometimes I'll do that. But if you can hang on until 2:56 p.m., the moon goes into Libra, so you can do some stuff. It just wouldn't necessarily be in Virgo. And then we're of course doing the waxing moon to the full blood moon, October 1st. Like, oh my God. I've been saying this. It's like, why do we have to have a full blood moon the beginning of October? Like, oh, let's just welcome to 2020. But that means Halloween, the 31st, guess what? We have a blue moon in Taurus this year. This year, I've been saying people need to just keep an eye on Stephen King to see if he's writing something in secret that's sort of happening. Anyway, that being said, just wanted you to be aware of that because my guides are very clear that this particular set of readings might be very helpful in terms of building the strength, because then we're going to do the waning moon, the beginning of October, and then you go through the cycle of waxing again. So this one might be a little foundational. Seems to be so in the readings. It's a general read. Please do check your other signs. Some of these have been about money. Some of these have been about health. Some of these have been about relationships. So you get the idea. If you feel so called, check your other placements. Otherwise, focus on your breath and breathe. All the decks that I read are in the bottom of the description box. Let's do this. We're going to start with the Angels, Gods, and Oracles, Angels, Gods, and Goddesses Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. Very in the face, very to the point, a little blunt, but I kind of like that because he's Italian. So am I. Not from the Lyons side, from the Di Gregorio side. So let's see what they have to say. Take a nice deep breath. All that preparation for this moment. Oh, because it really is the best part, that first hit of divine breath in a reading. Oh, my angels, gods, and goddesses, please, I love you, I love you, I love you. One card. In clarity for this Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. And, you know, this is for my friend, the Aquarian, who shall remain nameless, but not only for him. So please, one card in clarity, my beloved angels, goddesses, and gods. Give us the foundational vibe here, the sort of master card, if you will, for the Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, this new moon in Virgo to full moon next in Aries, the blood moon of October. Please, what is the dominant vibration here, the foundation of this reading, the main subject for them? Oh, thank God, the angel of relaxation. Let go of desired outcomes and you will get what you want. Call upon, that's what you need. That's what you need. You need to relax and you need to let go of your expectations. Now, who doesn't? But we've been through a lot, and the nervous system is so inflamed for everyone in the world, pretty much, right? None of us are necessarily at our best, even if we've got our spiritual practices and our health things. I mean, Aquarians, you're sort of known for like leading edge kind of stuff like that. Like, I'm sure y'all were juicing kale 20 years before the rest of us. Not that I'm going. I juice coffee beans. They're wonderful. God, I make good coffee. So this feels lovely. Like, I couldn't want anything more for my Aquarians if they have been going through, let's just say, stress. And so we're looking here, the next two. That's one oracle card. The next two are oracle as well. We got the Kuan Yin oracle, which will represent more the divine yin aspect of the reading, the goddess, the divine feminine, the blue angel oracle, the Archangel Michael oracle for the divine masculine. What do you need to know about inside? What do you need to know about outside? I am reading from both books because they're genius. They're beautiful and very different. Very, very different. Alana Fairchild and our friend, Mr. Salerno, Mr. Tony Carmine Salerno. So let's tune in to Kuan Yin and see what she got for you. Breathe. Oh, Kuan Yin. That felt so good. Please, one card in clarity for the Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign for this new moon in Virgo to the full moon in Aries, the blood moon. That's just very giggly. That feels so good. Please, one card for my Aquarian friends, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What do they need this new moon? To full moon next note, just the one. Please, right in my hand, that's the one. Radiant moon of compassion. I am both up for that and down for that. The radiant moon of compassion. Card number 23. Oh, I'm in the general neighborhood. I missed it by just that much. There we go. The radiant moon of compassion. Kuan Yin sits upon a radiant moon of compassion, pouring forth the spiritual strength needed for you to liberate yourself from lower vibrational energies of fear and judgment into the vibration of freedom, love, and peace, where you naturally belong. You are being urged to see this power now, to grow spiritually and to free yourself from the situation that could draw you down. I mean, I get that. What it's saying is that it's obviously the compassionate aspect, that radiant aspect of compassion, one would think for themselves and others. Let me read the first paragraph. I don't always, but that seems a little vague. Beloved, you are currently challenged by lower vibrational energies. Letting go of outcomes, relax. Okay, now I get it. This is not bad. In fact, you have called this situation to you so that you may grow spiritually. Well, on a soul level, nobody does that on the personality. So don't beat yourself up thinking that, oh, I didn't do the right affirmation, or oh, my vibration was low. No. That's superstitious caca at this point. We needed it to get here, but we're in unity now. Be compassionate and loving with yourself. Relax. Yes, you have called this to you on a soul level. You're unaware of it, right? In order for the soul to develop, most likely, compassion, right? Kuan Yin is with you to ensure that you are victorious. These energies of challenge may appear to be an external, in the form of a person, place, or thing, or situation, or current or past relationship. Editors, they may appear to be internal in the form of a habit of self-doubt, self-judgment, or the judgment or criticism of others. All right, let's get you the prayer on this one. We sort of get the vibe on that, right? Okay, the prayer goes from one page to the next. So this is a prayer to Kuan Yin. If you like, breathe. Well, breathe anyway. You kind of sort of have to. Beloved Kuan Yin, your compassion empowers you with endless energy, patience, peace, and love. Infuse me with your light and help me find my compassion so that I may rise above the energies of fear or judgment into greater compassion that liberates me to live my own life in peace. Shine upon me, beloved radiant moon of compassion. Om Kuan Yin, Om Mani Padme Hum. All right, compassion for self. We're going to see what's going on in the external next, but before I go there, get that rising above negative energies. The only thing I would caution, well, more than only, but it's a pretty big part of it, emotional bypassing through spirituality really doesn't work. It's kind of like thinking ourselves out of stuff. Now, granted, what you focus on, obviously, it amplifies. But to rise above it, I got that part, but then with compassion, to talk to those energies silently within yourself. This is the yin position, right? It's like this is what you need to know inside of you, is that there is some aspect of self-compassion here. Because what if the lower vibrational energies are wounds, are pains within you, or if you're an empath, the wounds of humanity coming up, processing and healing stuff for people who no way, shape, or form are ready to, or able to, at this stage in their journey. The healing service, what it means to be a master empath, it is quite empowering, but not without that compassion for yourself. Because if you can't hold your own pain and let it move through, granted, I know I'm talking to an Aquarian, but the beauty of this is you don't have to do this with anybody else around. You could pull back up to your stratospheric point of view, and I'm not, I like that. I need space. I'm a Virgo. Right? But to give that compassion to yourself, it just feels like a natural. And part of that angel of relaxation, let go of desired outcomes, and you will get what you want. You will get what you want. But what you want may be on a soul level, right? Where your personality, like, well, that's okay, but, right? Inner peace, well, it's definitely the ego, right? But then that ego needs compassion too, right? That voice needs more love, not less. Thank you, Matt Kahn. Breathe. Oh, Archangel Michael, I love you so much. It's so different from Kuan Yin. From Kuan Yin to Archangel Michael is quite the leap, right? From this delicious, sweet, peaceful, healing pastel pink to this beautiful cobalt blue. What did I say in the last reading? He's like the nicest quarterback you'll ever meet, ever. He's like gorgeous, and he's just big man on campus. I don't know. I have a crush on an archangel. It's a good thing I'm the Archangel. Breathe one more time. Very Aquarian too, even though he is what? Hello, Archangel Michael. Archangel of the South, powers of fire. Please, can I have one card in clarity for this Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign for this new moon in Virgo to full moon next in Aries, the blood moon, October, please, my beloved. Archangel Michael, one card in clarity for them. What do you see that they need this new moon to full moon next September to October? All right, you need to look at the wounded heart. Hence, letting go of expectations, right? Letting go of desired outcome. The wounded heart here, card number 21. This has come up. It's come up a lot in the soulmate and twin flame readings. Obviously, they would. But the key word is love, right? Now, without going there, like I said about my friend the Aquarian, what hurt was every time I thought about him, my heart would open while at the same time experiencing the fear of loss. That the last time I saw him would be the last time I would ever see him. Right? There it is. Now, I know that's, at least for now, all right? That's not the case. But I let myself feel that. And it alchemized something in me, and that's what it does. When you literally love whatever arises, love that. It's a great book by Matt Kahn. We're hitting his card last, so just saying, right? That was heartbreak. But who knows what other heartbreaks were healed in that have nothing to do with him, right? I mean, you got to feel it to heal it. So far I have experienced, right? Wounded heart, card number 21, love. There may be some sadness at present, but this is also a sacred time. This is a time to reflect on that which really matters to you and to cherish and treasure all that is meaningful in your life. In sorrow, there is also great beauty, for your sadness stems from a profound love built of precious memories that live forever in your heart and the hearts of those you love. Know that nothing truly ends, for you and everyone you love are eternal. And that's the pain we experience in heartbreak, that separation. It's an illusion ultimately, because I know we are all one. Oneness, 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 blah, blah, blah. It sort of becomes this generic thing in the background where it's really all that is as one. Do you know what I mean? It's and we have to go through that process. It's very much the caterpillar going into the cocoon and then going through that transformation to emerge from it. It's really tricky. Life will continually unfold, change, and transform, but it will never cease. Every ending is also a new beginning in life's eternal wheel. Life is one continuous cycle. All the events of your life and all those who play a role in it are part of you forever. Life is an eternal spirit with no beginning or end. All is an ocean of light, a great sea of love. All is one. We are one, my immortal beloved. So, some kind of wounded heart. Now, it does not say heartbreak. I will say this is way more Three of Swords than most Three of Swords you ever see, even though there's just the one sword. But look, let's say that is Archangel Michael's sword of truth. A truth is really seen here, and a pain, perhaps, that has been there all along has been released. Now, like I said with my friend, as I was talking about, it ended up, his test results came back negative. So, but it didn't change the healing that happened anyway. You see what I'm saying? So to be compassionate with yourself, and the words I use, it's okay. You should have seen me. No, it's a good thing you didn't. That's why I didn't record on Sunday. No, it's okay. It's just love. It's just love. And because there was nobody around, oh, please, I got out a towel, like a big dish towel, and just blew my nose, and it was great. It was really, it's like a rebirthing birthday. A rebirth day. Let's keep going. Okay, so we're going to look at past, present, future with the Daughters of the Moon, the yin stuff, which, you know, you've got Radiant Moon of Compassion there. We're going to use the Mythic Tarot to sort of show the external of that, the Divine Masculine, the physical, the Yang. So let's take a nice deep breath. As I tune to my goddesses, sacred, please, my goddesses, 3 cards in clarity. There's been a lot of flippers today. And that's not Great. There you are. Whoop. Sorry about that. Again. Okay. Athena, please, 3 cards, simple timeline for this Aquarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign for this new moon in Virgo to full moon next, right? New moon in Virgo, full moon in Aries, the blood moon of October 1st, 2020. Please, where have they been in relationship to this read? Where are they now for this new moon to full moon next reading? And where are they headed? In the internal, in the yin, in the psychological, the world behind their eyes. Very interesting. All right, you're starting off with the card of strength. I like that, right? So that fortitude, that emotional fortitude, that courage to move forward is, if you want to call this the Leo card, it is your opposite sign, as we were talking before. I'm Leo rising, my 7th house is Aquarius. So something that you might have had to really, really summon up the strength to do, and letting go of desired outcomes, you will get what you want. This definitely shows there's something that you want, but right now you are in the 5 of Blades. This is all internal, right? So the 5 of Blades, the hurricane, right? So a lot of thoughts and mental conflict and not analysis, not the reasoning of back and forth. Well, there's this point of view and there's this point of view, so much as it's, right? Thoughts are things that are in the air, and the Course in Miracles says, I mean, I haven't taught it proper in years and years and years. It's such a part of my belief system and my truth that we have no private thoughts, right? Thoughts are things, right? They're like free radicals in the air, and some thoughts are golden and some are lead, and usually the majority of them are somewhere in between. And we can alchemize them perhaps if we do that deliberately. But to be in a hurricane, where is the safest place to be in the hurricane? Ready? Oh, here's the wisdom. Be in the eye. It's very AA, very 12-step, keep it in the eye. But the EYE as well as, yeah, like keep in the center and let these thoughts go around, because there will be resolution. What is that? The 6 of Blades, which follows. Not in this spread at the moment, but you do, whoopsie, you do get the 10 of Flames, the Hora. Just to remind you, let go of desired outcome and you will get what you want. Well, definitely, the 10 of Flames in this deck, Hava Nagila, the Hora, right? Only done at bar mitzvahs, bat mitzvahs, and weddings. As far as I know, I've never seen them happen anywhere else, and I've been to all 3 of those things. I'm a very, very open person in that sense. I want to see your culture and have fun with you. So you're going to get what you want, but that doesn't mean it wasn't worked for, right? That's the other thing. When you, particularly bar mitzvah, bat mitzvah, you got to work for that, right? It takes a lot of will, a lot of determination. So you're going to get what you want, but right now it just might be, what the fuck is going on, right? For a fixed air sign, the 5 of Blades, the hurricane, ain't your gig. Hover above it all. Well, that's really kind of the guidance. Can you hover above, right? The eye of the hurricane and see it from a clear third eye. Activating the third eye, I'm willing to let go of my beliefs, ideas, and conclusions. It's a mantra card. We'll see if that's the one you get. It's come up a bunch of times. Let's see what this looks like on the outside. That makes sense. Inside, well, at least then that 10 of Flames on the in is like, all right, I've arrived. I've got this. I did it. I'm here. That sense of accomplishment and definitely celebration. So let's see. Let's ask my gods. One in particular, Heracles, shares the throne with his sister Athena. So please, my Heracles, my beautiful hero god. One card for each, please, to clarify this past, present, future, simple timeline for the Aquarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign for this new moon in Virgo to full moon next in Aries. Both initiatory, Virgo as the Virgin and the Aries as the first sign of the zodiac, particularly the blood moon, the first day. October 2020, please clarify this card of strength, something you are familiar with. Okay, so we've got the Page of Cups. So this is even telling you in the past that there is a reflective moment. This is Narcissus. The myth doesn't necessarily mean you're being a narcissist, but that really going in and tapping into your inner strength, inner courage. It shows a time of reflection, right? I know people want to make it a message and a messenger, and it is. But if it is, then it's still an immature one. And I don't mean childish. I just mean it's a page, right? It's a page. And certainly this can have, for some of you, there is a connotation here about a very, very strong relationship, perhaps, that's come in, hence the expectations, right? You have desired outcomes in this, or at least you did. Very, very strong, but it was an initial thing. Might be getting ahead of yourself, maybe overthinking, and maybe that's why we're getting to the Five of Blades here. Let's see what that's about. Yeah, let's just get these last two down. Please, my gods, clarify this Five of Blades and this Ten of Flames for me, please, for this Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign for this new moon to full moon next September, October 2020. You got the Devil card with the Five of Blades, honey. You are in a fear cycle because you're afraid of being afraid. Hence, get that. The Radiant Moon of Compassion. It's okay. In other words, you don't break those chains by biting your arm off, right? Coyote Ugly, oh my god, what a flashback. Let's go dance on a bar and drink tequila. Really good tequila, I'm sure, which is very much the card of Pan, by the way, the card of the devil as well. But no, this does say that the chains of fear have got you on this one, right? Whatever it is that you want, it would make sense to let go of desired outcome. Now, easier said than done, but as we said, go to the center of, because there is heartbreak. But I feel like that's what you're afraid of. And even if you don't, it says you're going to get what you want, but I'm going to tell you, even if you don't, you have the opportunity to heal on a level with so much compassion, to cry knowing that you're not going to harm yourself, you're not going to harm others, that this is a healing thing, that no matter what happens, you're going to be loving and compassionate to your own heart, even if it means you don't bathe for 3 days and you don't, oh my god, you disappeared from social media for 3 days, all right? And then you rise on the 3rd day, sorry. Sorry. Please don't cancel me for that. I just think that's really funny. It's the symbolism, right? Whether it's 3 nights in this sarcophagus or the Great Pyramid or whatever. But to have that love and compassion for yourself, that's really, really beautiful here. But as a result, so saying, okay, a part of me is terrified. But I'm telling you, a lot of those fears are based on thoughts and the the toxicity of well-meaning people. The toxicity of well-meaning people, that they're sort of burping their fear on you, but there is the collective aspect of it too if you are an empath. Because then you get the Ten of Pentacles with the King, the Ten of Flames with the King of Pentacles, the Capricorn card. I think you are going to get what you want here, and I think you're going to get it in perhaps a slow, steady, wins the race, a longer process. Hence, let go of the desired outcome. It's the journey, not the destination. But I get you want the destination, right? I just don't want to fly to a Club Med if those still exist. God, it's been a while. When you run your own gig, man. Whew. But, I just don't want to, fly there. I want to actually get there and then never want to leave. Spa life is the only life for me. It's why I named my home Elysia, after the Elysian Fields, the spa section of the underworld. Huge, huge opportunity for something stable here. And with Ten of Flames, it feels like you put in the effort. Hence that wounded heart too. Look at how much you have survived, Aquarian Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, right? You have lived through so much. Be loving and compassionate with yourself. Give yourself the love that only you can here. Hence the Angel of Relaxation. Allow that heartbreak, that pain, to alchemize through you, right? Decongesting a congested or inflamed nervous system. Digging it. All right, let's get you from the higher selves of all involved, most likely your own predominantly, what it is that you need with all of this. Breathe. My Aquarian collective higher selves. Hi. Please, can I have one card in clarity? It was like, all of a sudden, the switchboard. Concentric circles. Hi, guys. Yeah, one card in clarity, please, for the Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs for this new moon in Virgo to full moon next In Aries, the blood moon of October 2020, please. What is the piece of information, inspiration, or insight that they need for this new moon to full moon next? Please, my beloved friends, for my beloved friends, this new moon to full moon next. Focus on love. Look for the good attributes in each and every person in your life, and I would add to that, including you. To focus on love, you guys are fixed air, essentially meaning a focused mind, right? Air, element of thought, element of mind. Not like Gemini, woo, mutable all over the place, right? Or even Libra, cardinal, like creative, but fixed, like the stratosphere. Pull back. See the good in all people, because what you are doing, just to be willing to do that, is to tune yourself not to their personality and not to their ego, to their pain, to their wounds, beyond that, to their soul. Now that doesn't mean you have to let down boundaries that you're not ready to let down, right? Particularly if you're dealing with a wounded heart. But in terms of allowing that pain to rise up and be healed, no matter what happens in this situation, I'm telling you, it's going to break chains of illusion for you. So to focus on love. Now, I find that hard to do when I'm breaking up with somebody or if I'm carrying heartbreak. But it's not supposed to be easy. It's alchemy. It's the ascension process. It's the spiritual awakening. Yay. Yay. And yet it's the only game in town. What else are you gonna do? You should have stayed on Venus or Uranus like your mother said. Okay, last card down. Because let's not take ourselves too seriously, and because everybody's going through it. It's hard to take it personal when it's universal. Breathe. My Ascended Masters, there you are, my beloveds. Please, one card in clarity. A healing mantra. What is the perfect healing mantra that the Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs needs, particularly as the fixed air sign, that they could fix their mind upon a particular mantra or even an aspect of it for some of them, so that they can heal, grow, and become the best that they can be here, right? Angel of relaxation, so they can let go of desired outcomes, so that they get what they want, but it doesn't work like that. You just gotta let it go so that I get what I want. No. Show them the delicate dance of that, please, with the radiant moon of compassion from Kuan Yin, because there is a wounded heart here, and that love that's in there is a thing of beauty and is worthy of compassion and being given voice to in a very loving, healing way, because they're coming from this inner reflection, or at least this offer of love, right? The Page of Cups, though, it's usually very immature, but there's something on the inner, great courage, great emboldenedness of the heart. So this definitely, whatever this Page of Cups is, brought in some kind of internal reflection to connect with the inner strength, the courage to do this, that brings them to a lot of fear thinking, but a lot of thinking about fear as well. The possibility to break chains of illusion and set all things to right, to reveal what has been hidden, and bring some love to light for the well-being of all. And it feels like with the King of Pentacles, with the Ten of Flames, so there will be a lot of work, as the Ten of Flames indicates, often showing exhaustion after a long trial, a long period, but still with the King of Pentacles on top of that, slow and steady wins the race. Capricornian energy, 10th house, highest potential manifested here. It's worth it. If they can, and when they do, and they will, focus on love, looking for the good attributes in each and every person in your life. What's the mantra you got for them, my Ascended Masters, for the Aquariums? My Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, this new moon to full moon next September, October 2020. They make me do that until the card is ready to hit my hand. Who you got? Honoring adversity. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness gracious. The honoring adversity of a wounded heart. A fire reveals a path of renewed direction once the burning is complete. That should be a tattoo. It's awful big tattoo, but a tattoo nonetheless. A fire, think like all those fires going on in California, where really the West Coast seems to be in flames. It's a horrible metaphor, but it works here. A fire reveals a path of renewed direction once the burning is complete. And aren't we doing that on planet Earth right now? And so, so many different ways. Oh, please pick a channel. That's what's going on. This is one, but honoring it, right? Not condemning it, not running from it, not exacerbating it, honoring it. Where are you? You're alphabetical. There you are. Honoring adversity. Last card. A fire reveals a path of renewed direction once the burning is complete, which makes sense if you don't know what to do and which way to go, hence release the outcome. When adversity is honored, life is appreciated as oscillating cycles of deterioration and renewal. Deterioration is the natural process of new things becoming old, right? So not just them falling away, which they eventually do, but when something deteriorates, right? It just kind of slows down, starts breaking down. While renewal is the process of old things becoming new. As you learn to honor these two interconnected processes, just as naturally as the changing of the seasons, and we are coming up to that autumnal equinox in a few weeks, you are able to embrace adversity. It is not a punishment, but a gift of renewal birthed out of the ashes of erosion. So we're even talking about rising from the ashes here, the cycles of death and rebirth. And this really feels like you have to kind of go through that place of that mental, looking at the mental chains. Don't crack up, bend your brain, see both sides, throw off your mental chains. Woo, ooh, ooh, from the book of Howard Jones. This mantra is ideal for processing unforeseen changes. Overcoming superstitious beliefs, like, oh, if I think this will happen, and if I do that, that'll happen, and I should do, we have a lot of that stuff. I don't know, that's going to make it into the new paradigm. And surrendering the ego. Let me pop it all up for you here. We've got you walking with the angel of relaxation, which I think is such the undercurrent here, that the more you can pull back and chill, right, you'll be able to allow the nervous system to de-emphasize some of its stuff. What's the word? Anti-inflammatory, right? Like taking an anti-inflammatory for your nervous system, prayer, meditation, but really letting go. And I will say for myself, one way of letting go of outcomes is by putting it out there into the universe, those words, what it is that I really want. I'm a witch. There are whole different sorts of ways of doing that. But at the end of the day, the universe already knows what you want. I mean, it's a holographic unity here, just appearing to be different. So you're going to get what you want. It says here you're going to get what you want. But in the meantime, you're sort of being asked to be very, very compassionate about yourself with your wounds of loss, the wounded heart, right? Well, let's take it beyond the wound of loss. There's the wounds of abuse, neglect, codependence, and loss. You may have never been abused. You may never have been neglected. You may have never been involved in a codependent dynamic ever. Where the hell did you grow up? Definitely not on Long Island. But no one escapes the wounds of loss. It's really true. So, there is a process going on here. And to sort of, I see that very, very clearly here, that whatever it is in this timeline, this might have happened weeks ago, months ago, but there was definitely something that happened. Again, the pages can be an offering of a message of some kind, maybe not an offer, but an immature, right? I always say that they're like acorns, immature oak trees, right? Oh, you immature oak tree? No, it's an acorn. It'll get there. You stupid caterpillar egg. It's like, it'll get there. Hopefully it'll become a butterfly, right? But that led to great internal strength here, or at least recovering that internal reflection, hence the card of Narcissus, right? Read the myth. It's a really good myth. That's where, let's not even talk about narcissistic personality and disorder right now. There are entire channels on YouTube dedicated to that, and they are intense. And, is that what you're dealing with? Are you dealing with some kind of abusive, neglectful, a codependent or situation, chains of loss here, of which there is so much thought spinning around you, and getting a reading is probably not going to help all that much unless you can what? Let go of this outcome, right? Be extremely loving and compassionate with yourself. Call upon Kuan Yin. That's what she's there for. What do you think? They just tell you what to do? No, they're there to assist. because we're all one. Don't ask. Right? To focus on love, right? To really, really become that, honoring the adversity. Now, the adversity that you are going in physically, emotionally, and mentally is bringing you a new direction. A fire reveals a path of renewed direction once the burning is complete, and here the burning is complete. It is the 10 of Flames, Hava Nagila, with the King of Pentacles, which you have to say as the Capricorn card. If you're looking for a mate, if that's what this is about, like stable, like stable. Although you're an Aquarius, we'll see how stable you like it. But the overall message here, yes, the adversity is real. Honor it, right? Like, people don't want to talk about their pain, particularly Aquarians, because they tend to want to be private, right? They tend to want to be to keep all that stuff in, to rise above it. And that's all fine and well until you find yourself in chains of pain. And I know it's very cliche, but nonetheless, to know that you can honor your own adversity in a way where you can keep it private. But there's also the right of confession that, yes, can be done in prayer to a higher power of your choice of lens in viewing that light, for sure. But remember, you're the friends of the zodiac, and you have friends. Reach out. Make them swear under vows of confidentiality by the gods that made them. Which is what I do, which is how I roll, right? So let me give you the blessing, because I love you guys so much. Please breathe. God, Goddess, all that is, please may the Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs be blessed with all that they need this new moon to full moon next, that the angel of relaxation may help them let go of their outcomes so that they can really relax and receive what it is that they really want, that they may not know they really want, with that radiant moon of compassion, soothing them into this gently, into this step by step by step, allowing the beauty of this wounded heart to flow, that if tears need to flow, that they become as holy water, that they wash them clean with the grace of love, the beauty that is at the core of all of us, as that internal strength from the past begins to move through to break the chains of the devil, of those chains of pain throughout the hurricane of the thought of all of this, bringing them to that completion of the 10 of Flames, that they're got what they want, and it is stable and it is strong. Even if that's all within themselves, may it be so satisfying that they get what they want in the way that they need. As they focus on love, looking for the good attributes in each and every person in their lives, including themselves, honoring the adversity that they are in. As the fire reveals the path of renewed direction once that burning is complete, for their highest good, their highest healing, and for the highest healing and the highest good of all sentient life, for the well-being of all. So mote it be. And so it is. I bless you with all the joy your heart's desire for the well-being of all. Thank you so much for watching, my Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign friends. Thank you so much again. Please do like, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you feel so called, and comment below if you like as well. Wishing you all, from my heart, from my soul to yours, my beloved Aquariums, my aqua lungs, the very best and the very blessed of this full moon to new moon next. Hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.